We're still getting online. There we go. We're live. Okay, great. Welcome to today's pop-up Q&A. It is Tuesday. I know this is a busy day for many of you who are distracted with the elections. So hopefully you went out and voted. Hey, Roma. And Livity. Great. So if you have any questions, you have anything you want me to look at, post a question and we will check and see what's going on with you. Maybe you're struggling in some part of your life and you don't quite understand why. Or maybe you have some emotional pain. You don't know where it's coming from. Maybe it's not even yours. Wouldn't that be cool? At any rate, I help you remove this stuff so you can start to feel the difference between what's yours and what's not. Most of what you're feeling is not yours. That's the good news, is it can all be released easily. And so I'm here just showing you how easy some of this stuff can be to remove all of this stuff. So questions, post your questions, unless you just want me to pick on someone, and we'll see what we got. So Livity by choice, or is it, I think that's Livity. You're new, and thus you become a great potential to look at what's going on with you, if you're interested. And even if you're not, maybe I'll pick on you anyway. Because you showed up here, right? Okay, well, let me look. Okay, let me look at what's going on with you, what you might be working on, and then just give me some feedback. Am I way off? Am I like, that's exactly what's happening? And I'm going to give kind of an overview. I don't know necessarily all the details, but what you're working on is something going on in your heart. There's a lot of anger. You're really angry at yourself about something, maybe beating yourself up about the coulda, woulda, shouldas, and maybe hoping that this will motivate you to take action in a certain direction. But it's not fun and it's not helpful. So let's see. Yeah, so this is just some old energy. So I'm going to help you release this energy in the heart so you can let go of some of those judgments and the ways that you make yourself wrong, beating yourself up, being really hard on yourself, keeping that bar really high. And then it's hard to reach that. And then there's just more reasons to be hard on yourself. So we'll drop that whole circle of useless energy. Okay, there. And you're also a really great giver, but you're having a hard time receiving right now. Maybe it's related to all this going on in here. So we're going to help you bring in that energy that's going to help you start to allow yourself to receive. So part of this might be, like where you try to control things, and but allowing yourself to receive is a little different. When you allow that, you have to kind of surrender, kind of have to let go and allow yourself to receive instead of trying to control the receiving. Surrender is a hard thing for you. So we're just going to bring that energy in through this circle of reciprocity, is what I call it. Okay, great. So some feedback would be helpful. Was that accurate? I'm really a brand me. Okay, well, I still don't know who that is, but great. How do you do that? You said the same thing to me about me without knowing it's me. You're good. Why, thank you. Yes. I'm reading the energy, not the name, not the title. That's why people, I do these vibrational temperature reports. And sometimes people don't even put a name, they just have an email address that's very convoluted. So I'm basically reading the energy. That's how I do it. And we just got done, we have one more class of a 3-month mentoring program that we just finished where I've been teaching a small group of women how to do what I do. We'll be doing another mentoring program next year. So if that's something that interests you, keep an eye out for that. Okay, let's see. Might need to use my big glasses today. Let's see. My sister doesn't want any help with her wedding. Is she still blaming me for something I'm unaware of? Oh, brother, let's see. It sounds like there's probably probably some competition energy going on. Yes, so your sister right now is corded to your solar plexus. So basically, I think she has this image that you might ruin her wedding somehow. And so she's trying to control you so that you you don't mess things up for her. Like this is her special day, and maybe you guys have some history of where you kind of screwed things up for her in the past. I don't know, but it kind of seems that way. At any rate, let's pull her out of your solar plexus. And that doesn't mean that you're going to now, help her with her wedding. But you're not going to feel bad that she's not, including you. So, so we're just pulling her out of your solar plexus there. So it makes me want to look at some past time energy, like how many lifetimes have you had together with her, and then how many are still unresolved? So you have had 15, and 2 are still unresolved. And I'm just inclined to look at this because I think that there's probably something in these past lives that we're going to see show up in this whole wedding thing. So the question, you only deal with women, is no, I deal with everyone, but women tend to be more attracted to the work that I do. And my message tends to be more towards women, but I work with anybody. I work with everyone. The principles still apply. But getting back to these past lives, so you have 2 unresolved past lives. So the first one, you still have some unresolved energy in your heart. And so you can feel how this whole thing with the wedding is affecting you in your heart. Like you're feeling bad. And it's causing you to judge yourself. Like what did I do wrong, kind of a thing. So we're going to clear this past time energy. 7, 6, 5. Okay, so there was just some old judgment you're holding from an old past life, and it's showing up again in this lifetime, in this particular situation. And then, let's see, the second unresolved lifetime, solar plexus, 3rd chakra. So that's kind of what's going on here too, is you feel powerless in this situation. And she's trying to control your power. So let's clear that out. And so we're not doing this so that now you can be in her wedding. However, since we're shifting these energies between you and her, you might start coming to her or energetically being connected with her in a new way. Like not, maybe you were being a little pushy with your energy, maybe not even meaning to, but she perceived it that way. And so now that we've cleared these energies between you and her from these residual past lives, that chances are she might feel differently towards you and might reconsider that there's a way that you can fit in with some kind of help for her wedding. So, but if not, just go and enjoy her special day and celebrate with her. Okay. Whew. So you might notice if some of these issues have been maybe throughout your lifetime, where maybe she always made you feel bad or you end up judging yourself somehow, and whether or not there's always been these sort of power struggles with her. So, yeah, let us know how it goes. Let us know if you felt a shift there. All right. Okay, so we'll do this. Crystal wants to be in the video. I'm going to do this, if it's okay with you, because you actually asked this. And so Crystal, this is going to be in real time. She's coming on board. So she, this morning, asked for a vibrational temperature report. There's one that I do for certain clients that we just do over text. And so I would like to do this online, if that's okay, Crystal. Except that I don't know where you are. I pushed the thing that said, is that it? No, anyone? Wait, see, sorry. Let me use my glasses here. This is anyone who can see this. Okay, so there you are. Okay, great. Well, I just sent you a request, Crystal. We're waiting for Crystal connecting. Aha, I hear something. There you are.
Hi.
You asked.
Hi.
Okay, are you good with this?
What was that?
I said, are you good with this? Are you okay with us doing this live together? Because what?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, because you requested your temperature this morning, and so I wanted to just do it live, and then people can see how this works. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't have. Let's see. I don't have all the things with me. Hang on, just a second here. So I was good. Oh, here we could do that one. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being a little scattered right now, but we are going to. We're going to do Crystal's reading right here live in front of God and everybody. Okay, so mind, spirit, body, wealth, and money. Those are all at infinity. And then I check and see if is there a way you can mute your side?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay. I don't know how to mute you, but maybe there's a way to mute you. So then we're going to check and see if you're aligned in all of your chakras with your money. Yes, you are. So that's good. And martyr, victim, shame, and anger. Those are all 0. Your circle of reciprocity is flowing. Okay, great. Let's see if you have any chords. You have 3 in your root. So go ahead and remove those. I'll check that in a second. So I'm having Crystal do this because she knows how to do this. And then outgrown spirit guides. You have 3. The first one is in your root out to the 3rd layer. So that's going to affect her ability to feel safe to step into her power. The second one is in heart out to the 3rd layer. And that's going to cause you to judge yourself, be hard on yourself. And then the third one, also in the root, out to the 15th layer. So that's that 1% energy. So you can go ahead and release those. And let me check the fear entities. You have 2. First one is in the root, 3rd layer. And then the second one, also in the root, out to the 15th layer. So go ahead and release those. And then the 1%, 0. Same with the reptilians. Okay, so I'm going to go back and check if she removed the cords. Yes. Outgrown guides. Yes. Very good. Fear entities. Excellent. So Crystal is quite adept at this. And so that's great. So was there something else you wanted me to look at? Was that the wee space or?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we put up an avatar for this, and then this checks her space with her partner. So it's grounded. Got earth energy coming up through the legs. There is a worry circle, the 3rd layer. So go ahead and pull that in. And then the central orbit looks good. Circle of reciprocity stops right about at the right bicep. And although the receiving is still working. So clear that. Good, you cleared your worry circle. And the circle of reciprocity looks good now. So clear, let's see, clear. So the rest of the aura looks clear. And so that's for your wee space. Great job. Was there anything else you wanted me to look at? Crystal, was there anything else you wanted me to look at? Oh, your employment. Okay, so that's the business space. So we'll make this the last one. And so it's got good grounding coming up through the legs. No worry circle. And then the central orbit looks good. Circle of reciprocity also looks good. Clear the 15th layer of the aura, so starting at the bottom. And the rest of that looks good. Yay. Good job, Crystal. Give Crystal a hand. Yay. Okay. Well, good job. We'll go on to some other people now. Thank you. Okay, great job, Crystal. Let's see what other questions anybody else has. We'll come over here to Facebook, see if there's anything here. Janice, I haven't seen you in a while. Do you have a question? Great. You're welcome, Crystal. Anyone else? Mercury. Isabel, is there something you want me to look at? Okay. Do I need to pick on someone? got some more time, we can take a peek. And Erica, do you have a question? Okay, Roma, can you check me and my dad's avatar? Happily, happily. Let's see. Okay, good. So this what Roma's having me look at is basically the relationship space with her dad. So we put up an avatar, and we make sure that it's grounded. It's got earth energy coming up through the legs. There is some congestion in the the worry circle out to that third layer where it doesn't quite feel safe to step into your power. And I know you know what that's about. Dads, they just want to keep us safe, almost to the point of smothering. Okay, good. So let's bring pure source down through the rings. And 7, 6. So it stops right at the 6th chakra. Let's go out to that third layer. So there's some beliefs, probably based in the past and old energies, old time, old beliefs and programs about how to relate to your dad. And so by releasing this energy, these beliefs here, it's going to help you update your relationship with your dad. Okay, great. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, good. And then coming up the front. Looks good. And then the third layer of the aura. So there's just sort of this overall powerless feeling with your dad. And so maybe you can let others know if this is accurate. You and I know this is accurate, but they don't. 3. Okay, good. And then let's check the circle of reciprocity, which it's like you almost bring it all the way home. It comes up to that left shoulder and then it stops. So let's bring the receiving all the way in, down into your heart. You're so welcome. And then through the throat and the 6 and the crown and the rings. Excellent. Okay, great. That should smooth things out with Dad, we hope. Keep our fingers crossed. Okay, good. Let's see. It's got a few more questions have shown up. Okay, why does my foster kid keep throwing tantrums at daycare? He is fine at home. What can we do to help him? Well, I'm glad to hear he's doing fine at home because that wasn't the case before. So it feels like there's this fear. So all the abandonment issues get stirred up every time he goes there because he thinks he's going to get just dropped off again, and the familiar people in his life are going to go away again. So let's do a little bit of work on, I'm assuming this is the 3-year-old, right? Make sure that he's grounded. I'm going to pull some of that worry out of his root. Okay, good. And then there's some energy right at his heart, where he makes himself wrong for all the things that are happening to him. It's like it's his fault. So we're going to take those judgments that are already starting. I mean, he's only 3, poor little guy. And we're just going to, he's been through a lot. We're just going to pull that out of his heart, drop that down the grounding. And yeah. And then the circle of reciprocity looks good. Yeah, so that's all it looks like. It looks like he just gets triggered because, he's been abandoned a lot in his life. And so he just thinks it's going to happen again. I mean, he's been blindsided a lot. And so, this might help. And then, just continue to reassure him that, every day that you're going to come and pick him up, and you can't wait to see him, and let him know, like when you drop him off, how excited you're going to be when it's time to pick him up, so that he can look forward to that connection. Like you've already established it ahead of time so that he can know and look forward to it. And then when you pick him up, just reassure him. I told you I was going to pick you up, and now we're going to go do this, and we're going to go do that, or whatever. So see if that doesn't help. And just want to check if there's anything going on in your space with regards to this. Actually, looks really good. So I presume that some of that work we did previously is having some good benefits. Good. So feedback is helpful. Okay, Mercury, you feisty beast. Can you check my energy at home? Energy and home. Okay. Let's see. So what you're working on personally is right at your root chakra, where you're not feeling safe to step into your power. So we're just going to send that down your grounding. And then, most everything else looks good, but let's see. Well, we'll put up an avatar for your home. How about that? That will be really way easier. Okay, it's grounded. So that you also don't feel safe in your own home, apparently, because there's a worry circle for your home space that goes out to the 3rd layer. So let's pull that energy in. And this looks like it's the result of other people that live there with you. Okay. So there, like when I start to bring energy down through the creative rings of your home space, like these would be the intentions you would have for your home space, like being able to be at home and feel like it's your sanctuary, and that it would feel like this is a safe place to be, not a place of disturbance or unrest, that you'll be able to have peace of mind when you're at home. So, and whatever else you want for these rings, maybe the person that's causing the problems, that somehow they either get their act together or they leave, so that you can be in your home space and feel safe and at peace. So we're going to bring that pure source down through these rings so that what you desire, I'm assuming that's what you desire for your home. You might add a few things to that. That pure source is going to recalibrate your rings so that you can start manifesting what's in these rings. Okay, there we go. And then right at your heart, or the heart of the home space, out to the 3rd layer. So it's like there's a lot of judgments in this space. Maybe that's part of why it doesn't feel safe or it doesn't feel peaceful, is there's a lot of judgments going on in the home space. So let's clear that out. Clear all those judgments. Okay, okay, great. And then let's see what else. And there's also the circle of reciprocity is blocked. So there's not much giving and receiving happening in this space, or at least not much giving. We'll see when we get to the other side. So let's bring this energy out the right arm. Okay. And if there's something other than what we're talking about that's going on with your home, maybe you can let me know. Like, I don't know, maybe you're selling your home. I don't know. So, but it seems like you're just wanting me to take a peek at why there's so much instability there. Okay, yeah, so you're ready to receive. Your receiving channels are open, but the giving, not so much. Okay, great. Well, see if that changes. Okay. See if that changes. Okay, good. Erica is telling that the foster child got kicked out of daycare today. Well, now you understand why, and if they're going to let him go back, like maybe you can have this conversation ahead of time that you're coming to pick him up, that you will look forward. So if you get to do it again, like have the conversation before you drop him off, right before you drop him off, and all the way there even. And so whatever's happening that he got kicked out of school for, that's just him acting out. And you know the kind of behaviors and bad things that he's learned as far as the examples of people in his life that act out and how they do that and when they're angry. That's how he's learned how to be angry. So he's just doing what he's learned. Poor kid, he doesn't really know any different. So maybe they'll let him back. I don't know. Maybe you have to start a new school and start over and have the conversation ahead of time. All right. Michael, is there something you want me to look at? Let me know in the box and I'll take a peek. Janice over here on Facebook wants me to take a peek at work or jumping full into business. So just that question, like I don't think it's ever a good idea just to drop one thing and just go full bore into the other thing unless you're really certain and know exactly what's going to happen with the business, etc. Then you could do that. But my sense is that you've been waiting for some time to make this decision. So in my opinion, it's always better to create a transition of where you start the business. So I don't know what kind of business it is. Let me see. Okay, here's other part of the question. Do I go with a new IT PM, is that program manager, contact, or jump into life coaching full force after current contact ends in December? Well, let me measure the two. So doing the IT PM contact vibrates at 500. So it sounds like a good job, but your heart's not in it. And then jumping into coaching full force in December also only vibrates at 500. So let me see if there's something that needs to be cleared in you, because it sounds a little bit drastic. It sounds like There needs to be a transition. So one, in the sixth chakra, so this is where the lack of clarity is in your sixth chakra, out to that third layer. So you don't have enough clarity about what stepping into your power really means or looks like. Like the idea sounds good, but without talking to you, I don't really know. It doesn't feel like you have everything you need to do that. Like maybe you do up here, but it takes a while to implement marketing, building a client base, all that takes time. So now would be the time to start building that. But anyway, so six, also in the heart, out to that third layer. So there's like this saboteur in your heart that is very hard on you. Judging yourself harshly causes you to judge yourself harshly. And your heart is not connected to your power. So that's why when you step into your power, it doesn't quite feel, it just feels like something you're doing. Like the way that you've asked it, it sounds like something you're going to do as opposed to something you just really are, you really love and your heart's really connected to it. So we're going to clear this energy where your heart's not connected to that power. And that makes it hard for you to tap into your infinite intelligence in your heart. Okay. And then down in the root, out to the third layer. So that's where it doesn't feel safe to step into your power. So let's pull that in. I'm just going to drop that down, the grounding. All that worry, stress, anxiety, doubts, fear, uncertainty. And then let me remeasure now. Now that we cleared all that, maybe one is going to pop a little louder than the others. So the IT program, okay, so that's now at 250,000. And jumping into the coaching full time is now at 500. So that's still at 500. So I think that maybe kind of in your heart of hearts, that deeper part of you, that's something that you're capable of doing, and maybe it's your life purpose, but it's like you're not quite ready for it yet. Healers and coaches, we use our own life as an example and as a path to learn how to do what we're doing, right? So we work on ourselves and we work on our own issues and do the best we can with that before we really start to jump in and helping other people. Because other people, they look at our lives and they say, well, what do they have going on, and do they have what I want? So it sounds like you're not quite ready for the coaching thing. It sounds like more personal work needs to happen, especially in the heart space. So you can let go of all the places that you judge yourself, make yourself wrong for not having the perfect life so that you can be a coach. And, your life doesn't need to be perfect to be a coach. My life's not perfect. Nobody's life is perfect. We're all working on our own stuff, right? But there's a certain level of confidence that you bring forward when you're a coach and a mentor or whatever, so that people can have confidence that you know what you're doing. And so that's the part that you're still working on, building some confidence that you know how to help other people. So in the meantime, that IT job looks like the perfect job to do or jump into to keep income coming in while you continue to build this idea of stepping into the business coach mentoring thing that you'd like to do. It sounds like that's really more of your life purpose, but you're still getting there. So that's what I would say about that. Okay, great. Let's see what else. We got a few more minutes here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Um, Z has a new identity. If you're contributing to your targeting in any way, okay, like I know what you're saying. That 1%. Well, let's see where you're still, let's see. So in the sixth chakra, some beliefs, it's the beliefs that they're still attacking you. So that is just part of the story, you know. Let's go all the way out to the 25th layer at that sixth chakra, and we're going to pull in those fears, the beliefs that keep creating the fears that they're going to oppress you, hold you down, influence you in some negative way. Those are like all the fears and stories that they're going to keep doing this. 7. In the heart, let's go out to the 15th layer, clear that energy at the heart. 7, 6, 5, 4. So fourth chakra, fourth layer. There's a huge self-judgment. And so this is where they keep climbing in. It's that victim picture. Yeah, so that's that victim picture. It's like 95% right here in your heart. So the bigger question is, you ready to let go of the victim story? Because you keep holding on to it in some way, it keeps serving you. So if you're ready to let go of this, then let's do that, and let's just let's send it up. It's going to drop it down the grounding cord, but we're going to send it up off planet. It's all part of these 1% energies, because you're not a victim unless you believe that. And I know you're not, but the energies are still holding that in place. It's a story you've run for a really long time, so it's kind of hard to let go. But, okay. Okay, there, that looks a lot better. Great. I think you're making progress. See, it's slow but sure. It's always fun checking in on you. We will put the 3-year a new school. Yes, I think he needs a new start, and with a new conversation, and with lots of reassurance that you're going to pick him up, and every time you drop him off, let him know what you're going to do when you come and pick him up, so he has something to look forward to. And then going to this new school is not going to be so scary, because that's really what he's acting out about. Neighbor issues. Okay, so, oh, I see. That was why you wanted me to look at your house, your home. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to kick the neighbors out. You can kick them out of your avatar, and then they won't be affecting you. Wow, given a death threat by your neighbor yesterday. Wow. Did you report that to the police? Yes, neighbors cause chaos. However, shadow government, corruption, energy vampires are extreme right now. They are extreme right now, which is why they hacked your other account. So who is, what was your other account? So maybe I can know who you are or not. So let me just say a little something about neighbors, and like having bad neighbors or having bad energy around us is, you have to remember that we attract into our life the energy that's going on here. So if you're getting death threats from your neighbor, chances are, my guess is that you have a lot of anger running through your energy field. Let me check. Let me just check and measure, see how much you have. Yes, you have 100% anger. Let me see how much you are in your body, though, to know whether or not you can actually tell that. So you're not in your body all the way. You're only in your body 15%. So you're not going to be able to tell that you have that much anger going through your energy field. And then what happens is that people come around you and they feel the threat energy of all your anger. Now, maybe you know because you're in your body that you wouldn't hurt other people or whatever, but they feel it. They feel your anger, and so then they threaten you so that they can feel safer because they don't feel safe with all that anger coming out from you. So let me help you release this anger so that, one, you can start feeling calmer and you can get back in your body so that you can tell what's going on in your life. Right now you're kind of out of touch with what's really going on in here, which is critical because that's what's going to show up out here. Just that's how it works. I didn't make this up. It's just the laws of the universe. So let's find where that anger is. I think this is all we have going to have time for. So in your sixth chakra, so right here, you have a lot of beliefs that you need this anger to feel safe, right? So out to that third layer. So you're using this anger, and if you're living in a big city or a place where there's lots of people, I've removed myself from all of that because I'm an empath. I feel all that stuff, and it really affects me. So I'm living away in a much more remote location in Northern California, and because I want peace in my life. And so anyway, we're going to clear this belief that you need anger to feel safe. You don't need anger to feel safe. Let me put it this way. You don't need all this excess anger running through your body all the time to make you feel safe. You have anger available always 24/7, even though I'm going to help you release all the excess right now, where you're going to feel a lot calmer, but you don't need to have all the excess because you can tap into your anger anytime you need it. So, okay, so 7, 6. So right at the solar plexus, this is the other place where you use a lot of anger because you feel kind of, one, powerless, and maybe since your third chakra is shut down, you don't have your personal power available for your fuel source. So you keep all this anger here, and that's what you're using as fuel. Well, I'll just tell you, it's not a sustainable fuel source. It's exhausting, very hard on the nervous system. It'll create all kinds of physical problems, especially because you get out of your body, you don't even know you're running that much anger. You could end up getting shot because somebody is afraid of all the energy you're running through your energy field. So we're just going to pull all this anger out of your solar plexus. We're going to drop it down your grounding. And I would say that you're probably not alone, and especially on a day, today is the election, that a lot of people are operating like this. And it's not a way for society and a culture to operate. It's just not. Just saying. Not to make you wrong. I mean, you didn't know this, but now I'm helping you know what's going on. And then right at your root, all the way out to the 15th layer, that's the 1% influence, that heavy influence all over the planet that we feel that doesn't make us feel safe on the planet, in our bodies. So that's that worry circle. We're just going to pull that worry circle all the way in. Just going to pull it all the way in and drop. Well, we're going to send the energy up. That's that 1% energy should go up and off planet. Okay, good. So I want you to give me a little bit of feedback and let me know if you're feeling calmer. Make daksha. Well, actually, I don't give you the willpower you need. You already have your own willpower. All I'm doing is just showing you where it is, showing you how to access your willpower that you already have. And so I already know the answer, but let everyone else know whether or not you feel calmer having released all this. The other thing I want to do is make sure that you're in your body all the way. So you come back into your body 50%. So let's see where the other 50% is. Sixth chakra, all the way out to the 15th layer. So the 1% maybe doesn't want you in your body knowing how angry you are, because then you're going to want to release it. They don't want that. They want everyone to stay angry. That's the energy that they feed on. This is what fuels them, because they're disconnected from pure source energy. So they have to rely on a different fuel source, which is a very dark, heavy energy, anger, fear, chaos. They love all that stuff. Okay, so we're just helping you release that out of your 7, 6. There's still a little energy at your solar plexus where you're still trying to get back in your body all the way. It's like reacquainting yourself with your real personal power, and it feels a little different. So you're not quite sure. Okay, so now you're in your body 100%, and the anger is at 0. So let everybody know how that affected you, how you feel maybe differently. Now, you may not feel much more rejuvenated. Okay, great. That's excellent. And probably calmer too. Like you're in your body. Now you can be present, not angry. And I would venture to say that just doing this a little bit is going to help your neighbor feel a lot calmer around you. And, send some love their way instead of all the anger.